City Connect night. McCovey Cove here in San Francisco. It is dark and overcast. We've got some rain out over the water behind left field, but none for the moment on the field. But it is a little gloomy here for the second of this three-game set. Diamondbacks and Giants.
That's just liquid sunshine out here on the West Coast. Storm shouldn't cause any kind of a delay in the ball.
Is falling here at Oracle Park as we're just about ready to get started. The Giants, they're in their City Connects. It's a primary black jersey with white numbers and letters, but the last names and numbers on the front of the jersey, that classic San Francisco orange. The D-backs, they're in their gray uniform sets, gray jerseys, gray pants. We're in Arizona sprawled across the chest. Home plate umpire in this one is Doug Eddings. He's the crew chief of this four-man crew. He's also got Gabe Morales at first, Mike Malinsky at second, and Emil Jimenez is the umpire over at third. For the left-hander on the mound, it'll be Ketel Marte, per usual, to be leading off, batting from the right side. And Robbie Ray is ready to go. Veteran left-hander winds his first pitch, and Marte takes a strike on the inside corner, and away we go. First pitch on time. It's 6:45.
How about that? Knowing Marte will swing first, he drops a slider in there.
Now Ray is ready, the 0-1. Swing and a miss. The loud grunt from Robbie Ray, that comes with the package. And now Marte behind 0-2. 66 degrees, the temperature of first pitch here. Mostly cloudy skies overhead. As the 0-2 high and outside, it's now a ball and two strikes. Robbie Ray in his second season with the Giants after being traded over while recovering last year 2 years ago from injury. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a foul tip. And Marte down on strikes to begin the top of the first inning.
Well, a good sign for Robbie. That's the one pitch you got to try to lay off. That fastball, the top of the zone. He likes throwing it up there. Bring it down into the middle. Try to center it up.
So there's one down. Now here is Geraldo Perdomo, who is flexing much more power from the right side this year against left-handed pitching. Perdomo, 17 homers, 91 RBIs. And he will take a called strike. 0-1 the count. Last time out for Ray against the Rockies. Granted, it was in Coors Field, but he didn't make it. heading this time. And really putting it bad on him here after Ray struck out Marte in quick fashion.
That's the thing, guys will try to toy with Perdomo, get him to chase off speed, below the zone, fastballs up, and he lays off of him.
Swung on, another ball fouled away on the 3-2. Robbie Ray, a two-time All-Star, a one-time Cy Young winner. Amazingly enough, wasn't an All-Star. The year he won the Cy Young. That's the for not playing in a major market, I suppose. This was back when he was with Toronto. 3-2. Swing, and you guessed it, a foul ball. Robbie Ray going to need a towel on his arm and some cough drops for his throat after this inning, after the vociferous he's been. 3-2. Breaking ball. That one's going to miss low. And he draws the walk. Ray in total frustration as he still refuses to show in front of his jersey to Doug Eddings. Doug Eddings does not take kindly to disrespect. Keep an eye on that. But that pitch was definitely low. And that was an A+ at bat for Perdomo.
Made him throw every single pitch. He sliders, fastball, changeup, and finally went to the curveball there. Great take, too. First time seeing it and let it go low.
Left-on-left matchup now. As we have here, Patrick Bailey's going to go to the mound and just have a little conversation with his pitcher, Robbie Ray.
I wonder if this has anything to do with the dislike of that call. I mean, no doubt Eddings and Bailey are talking back and forth there. And you had mentioned it off air right before we started, though. Doug Eddings does not take kindly to any type of criticism or being shown up by any of the players on the field.
Really nice crowd mic here at Oracle Park. I can guarantee you, if either dugout starts chirping at Eddings about the strike zone, you'll hear it through this radio broadcast, what Eddings has to say back. As the first one to Carroll is weakly hit up the middle, right back to Adames. Behind the bag, glove, steps on second, throws to first. That's a double play. Tough break for Carroll and the D-backs after that lengthy at-bat by Perdomo. Carroll ends the inning on one pitch. And we now go into the bottom of the first. D-backs nothing. And the Giants coming up on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs radio network.
With the Caesars Sportsbook app, you can bet while all the Diamondbacks action is in full swing. Parlay your favorite player props, home run hitters, and more with same-game parlays. Or select from today's pre-built parlays with quick picks. Plus, bet every inning live in the app. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. Caesars Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Diamondback fans, listen up. Looking for a lunchtime grand slam? Streets of New York has you covered with 6 new lunch specials under $10 available daily from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Score items like 2 slices of cheese pizza for only $6. View the entire menu at streetsofnewyork.com. That's streetsofnewyork.com. Fuel up before every game or any day of the week at Streets of New York, where every meal is a home run.
Honeywell Aerospace Technologies is proud to partner with the Arizona Diamondbacks to support STEM education in Arizona schools through the Future Shaper STEM Grants program. 10 schools will receive $5,000 each to fund STEM projects that inspire students and teachers. Are you looking for a rewarding career? Do you want to work for a company that is positively impacting the world through cutting-edge aerospace technology and community engagement? If so, Honeywell Aerospace Technologies is the place for you. Visit www.honeywell.com/careers to check out all of the career opportunities and learn how to become a Future Shaper. And go Diamondbacks!
Daniels Jewelers is the official sponsor of the trip around the diamond. Stop by any Daniels locations and say home run for your free team bracelet and $50 gift card toward any purchase of $99 or more. And at Daniels Jewelers, everyone is approved for credit. Daniels Jewelers, own the dream.
D-backs skipper Torey Lavello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 in the Arizona Sports app.
Elliot Ramos leads off the bottom of the first for the Giants. No score. Zach Gallen ready. And Gallen's first one is cut on and missed by Ramos. 0-1. You've heard us talk a lot about Zach Gallen. For the diehard Diamondback fans, you know that, look, the first 3.5 months of the season, not particularly strong for the right-hander. As Ramos takes outside, the count is even at 1-1 strike, but he has made 7 starts since the trade deadline coming into play tonight, he's only picked up one loss during that stretch. As there's another wave and miss by Ramos, the count is 1-2. And in those 7 games, Cole, he's got a 2.20 ERA. That's the 6th lowest ERA in the majors since August 2nd. The 1-2. And he missed outside. Slaps his thigh in frustration after that pitch. It's now a couple of balls and a couple of strikes.
Yeah, he's in the midst of one of those stretches that he seems to have every season. Sometimes it could last 2 months. Sometimes it lasts like this, 7 starts. But he's really feeling it, and the D-backs need him in a big way here today.
Ramos, 1 hit yesterday. It was a solo home run. Actually, it was a 3-run homer, pardon me. 2-2. And outside, says Eddings. Full count. However, the Giants had 5 homers yesterday, and going to be tough to win games with those being such a high number of balls leaving the yard. 3-2 is swung on and deflected off the mask of McCann. Eddings, he'll throw the ball back to Gallen, a little courtesy to the catcher.
Another thing for Zach, too, you mentioned it with Robbie Ray, walks really piling up those first 3 months when things were going bad. He's really curtailed that, got back to throwing a lot of strikes.
3-2 pitch, Ramos takes ball 4. My goodness, that was so far in the strike zone, it's hard to describe. Within the monitor, you could have almost fit half a baseball inside where that pitch was at the edge of the strike zone. I don't know what happened to Eddings on that one. He just, I don't know.
You same. It fooled McCann so much, he triple pumped as he was ready to throw the ball down. Disbelief that one was called a ball.
Well, now Rafael Devers takes a first pitch strike. And he looks back at Eddings like, I don't know about that one. Devers, for the most part, was held in check. Hitless yesterday, did have a walk and a run scored. And now he takes well off the plate away. Devers, a strong, power left-handed hitter. Imagine Juan Soto with a lower batting average and more slug. That's essentially what Devers is. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Out in front of a breaking ball. And now Gallen in the driver's seat, 1-2.
Similar to the at-bat yesterday against Krismat, the changeup really gave him a lot of trouble. Something that looks fastball out of the hand, he couldn't adjust.
And what's going on with McCann here? I had an issue with his PitchCom audio device being dislodged from his ear. He is second, but now he's ready, as is Gallen. And the 1-2. Weakly hit, third base line. Fortunately, that goes foul. It was a swinging cue shot, but with 2 strikes and a dead pull left-handed hitter, basically the left side of the infield was way more up the middle. And that ball was hugging the line for about 50% of its journey.
Back-to-back changeups. McCann did a really good job selling that, made it look like it was going to be an up fastball, and he went to the changeup.
1-2. And there is the up fastball, but it's off the plate as well. And Devers has worked the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Early goings in this one. Bottom of the first, no score. The Giants with a runner at first and nobody out. And the 2-2 is outside ball 3. A little cautious when that fastball was Gallen. Well, I think he was saying, if I'm going to miss, there's no way I'm missing in the middle. I will miss outside, which he did. The payoff, runner goes, and it's low ball 4. Well, kind of an unfair walk called against Gallen with Ramos, but that was a well-worked walk by Devers this time. And the Giants have 2 on and nobody out for Adames.
Went back to the changeup 3-2. I liked the pitch call there. He just started out below the zone out of the hand. Devers gave up on it early. And the fastball's coming out crisp tonight for Zach. A lot of 95s and 96s. They just got to find a way to get that on that edge again. Start throwing some strikes with that, then get to the off speed.
Yeah, the problem certainly, a couple problems. If you did not join us for the broadcast yesterday, one of the things we highlighted, the Giants, they've won 12 of their last 15 games, and that has been largely part of a resurgent offensive attack that the Giants now bring to the table. But those top 3 guys, some of the best four-seam fastball hitters in baseball, Ramos, Devers, and now this guy, Adames. First pitch, and he fouls it off his toe and just goes down in a heap in the right-handed hitter's box. Now he hops to his feet only to limp back towards his own dugout. Maybe it's his knee? Let's take a look here.
I think you're right, off that knee. Good sinking fastball.
Oh, yeah, right off the left kneecap.
He did the same thing on a sinker last night, a pitch that was well off the plate inside, 6 inches to a foot. Same thing here with this pitch from Zach, nowhere near the strike zone, but he's so eager and aggressive in the batter's box, you can get him to swing at pitches out of the zone, especially early in the count.
Well, after talking to from the trainer, and a nice bit of applause from the home fans, Adames the strength to get back in there. Down to the count 0-1. Gallen working out of the stretch. Now the 0-1 pitch is swung on, launched high and deep out to left field. Adames flings his bat towards his own dugout because that thing's 10 rows out of here. 2 walks and a 3-run homer. Not the way you want to start a key game like this one.
Not at all. We've mentioned the D-backs getting off to a fast start and let Zach pitch ahead. The Giants are flipping the script, doing that for Robbie Ray. And they doubled up sinkers right there. That mentioned that first one, a good foot off the plate. This one, though, you could tell Zach pulled it, middle away. It sank back to right down the middle. And Adames all over that one.
28th home run of the season. He's trying to be the first Giant player to hit 30 homers since Barry freaking Bonds. That's how long it's been since the Giants have had a 30 home run season. And he's now got 81 RBIs. Gallen has to hit the reset button, and his first pitch to Dominic Smith is a called strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 now. Swung on, hit out towards center field. And Tawa quickly hustles back. He'll make the catch. And there's the first out at the bottom of the first.
One thing we noticed when Tawa initially started playing center field, he likes playing pretty deep. That way, he can get back to the ball over his head rather easily. It'll be the one coming in. We'll see how he judges that.
The other thing to keep in mind with Tim Tawa, as third baseman Matt Chapman makes his way to the plate. First pitch, he swings, lines it softly to third. And a little jumping catch made by Alexander will be out number 2. This is Tawa's first start in center field since July 4th. We mentioned before, a little bit of rain, even without the rain, just playing in San Francisco, as you know, when you get late into the night, a little bit of moisture collects on the grass, so it can be slick. Not to mention, this is one of the most spacious outfields in baseball. Jung-Hoo Lee, first pitch, grounds it back to Gallen, who knocks it down with his glove, picks it up with a bare hand, and throws to first in time. So the first 3 come up and score. The next 3 go down in order. And we go to the second with the Giants in front 3-0 on the Morgan & Morgan D-Backs Radio Network.
The D-backs take on the Philadelphia Phillies for a 3-game weekend series starting September 19th. Secure your tickets now at dbacks.com.
At Fry's, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our lower prices. Hand it to Fry's shoppers. You never compromise. Fry's. Fresh for everyone.
Before you switch on your heat this fall, call Emergency Air for your $59 fall tune-up. Emergency Air is the proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks. This summer was brutal, and your system is packed with dirt, dust, and debris. The #1 killer of ACs and heating systems. That's why Emergency Air goes further than anyone else. Emergency Air actually pulls your blower wheel, the most important part. Other companies charge hundreds, but at Emergency Air, it's included, because that's how it should be done.
Emergency Air, the difference is we care.
Go to emergencyair.com and book your fall tune-up today.
Hi, fans. This is Dave Pash, sports broadcaster, journalist, and longtime Arizona resident. Dignity Health knows the importance of a healthy, active lifestyle. We want to get you back on your feet quickly so you can return to play, whether you're a weekend warrior or an elite athlete. If you're ready to feel the glory, not the pain, find a provider and schedule an appointment today at dignityhealth.org/AZortho. Dignity Health, a proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
D-Backs Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Blaze Alexander leads off the top of the second. D-Backs trail 3-0 after a 3-run homer by Willie Adames. And Robbie Ray's first pitch missing low for ball one. It'll be Alexander, Vargas, and Tim Tawa. Now the 1-0 pitch. Alexander takes upstairs. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. Talking Stick Resort Playcation is back. Stay and play with rates as low as $129. Here comes the 2-0 now. Blaze swing and a miss. High heater at 92. And now it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Alexander yesterday 1 for 4 with an RBI single. As a 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled out of play. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID in the Morgan & Morgan D-Backs Radio Network.
KMVP FM Phoenix.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
On the Arizona Sports app and on 98.7.
Now the count 2-2. Here's the pitch. Too high again.
This is what they need to do to Robbie Ray. Corbin got out on that first pitch, got him out of a jam, but he could have thrown over 20 pitches in that first inning.
3-2. Down the right field line, slicing into the seats, foul.
This is starting to look like that Perdomo at bat. Lay off stuff out of the zone. Try to spoil that fastball until you make him make a mistake.
Ray is ready at the 3-2. Swung on and fought off foul. As I pull up the standings right now, that's what we're so focused on, the D-Backs. They get the same record as the Cardinals. Both those guys 4 games out of the third and final wild card spot. As this 3-2 pitch. Swung on and hit out towards center field. Lee is going back. He's going to the warning track to the fence. And he makes the catch right in front of the center field wall.
Another night that the ball's traveling pretty well. The wind blowing that way, too. It didn't look like Blaze got all of that one. It was an abridged finish on the follow-through, but that went all the way to the wall.
One down for Ildemaro Vargas. But just given the fact that D-Backs, you think about their season, and forget the performances for a second, as Vargas takes low. I think if you just combine the number of injuries that they have sustained and the fact that they sold some key guys both in the rotation and in the lineup, the fact that they've been stripped down to the studs and still have a shot at this thing as Vargas lifts a lazy fly to right, and a catch is going to be made by Gilbert. 2 down, and here is Tim Tawa. I mean, that to me is the amazing thing. You lost Ginkel for the rest of the year. Much, much earlier, you lost Corbin Burns, A.J. Puck, and Justin Martinez. You traded away Naylor and Suarez, who were going to combine for about 190 RBIs between those two guys, and I don't know, maybe like 65 homers. You put a bunch of kids into the bullpen, basically. As now Tawa takes inside. And you got rid of Merrill Kelly, who had been such a staple in this rotation. And the D-Backs are a hot week and a half stretch from being like a game out. Here's the 1-0. Tawa takes high and outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
So what's becoming fascinating about this last wild card spot is it really is up for grabs. There's no team that's gone out and said, no, we want that one, it's ours. The Mets are letting it slip away, and there's a few teams chasing that carrot right now, trying to catch up.
The Mets could have made this a very uninteresting wild card race this year if they had just played slightly over 500 ball. As Tawa swings and misses at what looked like a 2-0 slider. It's now 2-1, but they have done far from it, and it's a wide open race.
That's certainly part of it. The teams like the Giants and the D-backs have started playing better baseball. I think at the peak, the D-backs were 10 games back right around the trade deadline. Now find themselves under 5 games back.
2 outs, nobody on. Tawa has a 3-1 count. The Giants have a 3-run lead. Here's the pitch from Ray. Swung on, and a hard hit ball foul outside the line at third. Foul in front of 94 was Tawa. That's a full count.
That's his power. When he gets his hands in, pulls the ball, has the ability to drive that ball out to left field.
Wind of the payoff is ripped into left field. That's another line drive for Tawa, and this one goes for a 2-out single.
He loves pulling the baseball. It keeps those hands close, and it's such a quick swing. It even pulls this ball off the outside corner.
Robbie Ray nailed his target. Bailey was set up on the outer third, but good swing as it brings up Lawler. And that hit by Tawa, our first hit of the game, presented by New Vision Auto Glass. New Vision and the Arizona Diamondbacks Foundation are teaming up to donate funds to veterans with every hit this season as part of the Hits for Heroes program. First one to Lawler, and it's slowing in for ball 1.
This is now 7 guys in the lineup. All 7 have been started with an off-speed pitch.
We're trying to set a tone here. Is the left-hander Ray. 1-0 pitch high. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. For Lawler, crazy to think that in his major league career, this is just his 80th major league plate appearance. Still does not have a homer. As the mist is falling once again. There's a 2-0. Lawler swings and tomahawks a line drive to third. It's caught right in the chest of Chapman. And the inning comes to an end. D-backs get a 2-out single and nothing more. And we go to the bottom of inning number 2. Giants lead at 3-0 on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs radio network.
Every day, helping, caring, supporting. Every day at APS, we're here to provide payment assistance programs to customers in need. We recognize how important it is to keep your bill as low as possible. Our energy support program offers eligible customers discounts of up to 25 or 60% every month. Pay down your bill with crisis bill assistance and other programs and resources. Learn how you can get help with your bill at aps.com/brighter.
The Arizona Diamondbacks are proud to partner with Resolution Copper and bring fans the Resolution Copper Stem Dugout. Located at Chase Field near Section 327, the Stem Dugout is the science of baseball HQ. Kids can stop by the Stem Dugout every home game to learn STEM-related facts, interact with STEM exhibits, and take photos in the dugout next to manager Tori Lavello. The Arizona Diamondbacks Foundation has added the Resolution Copper Stem Dugout for kids visiting Chase Field to learn about baseball's inclusion of science, technology, engineering, and math. Come check it out next time you're at the game, and go D-backs!
It's a beautiful day at the grocery store. The shopper is rounding the end cap. Uh-oh, looks like there's some spilled tomato sauce. Here comes the slide. Oh, that's going to leave a mark, Bob. Talk about a curveball.
Clean up on aisle 5.
At Morgan & Morgan, we know injuries can come out of left field. As America's largest injury law firm, we've recovered over $20 billion for our clients. If you've been injured in an accident, call Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm and proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
They go to the bottom of the second. Diamondbacks now trailing these Giants 3-0 our score. And Casey Schmidt leads off, right-handed hitting second baseman. Schmidt swings and foul tips the first pitch. Count is 0-1. Schmidt, 26 years old, from San Diego, as he takes slow and in. On the year, limited opportunities for Schmidt. This is just his 81st appearance as the 1-1 is pulled foul. Never played more than 90 games in a season. this year he's hitting .239, 10 homers, 34 driven in, and an OPS a little over 700. Now he swings and shoots a line drive right back up the middle. And that's into center field, a leadoff hit.
Similar pitch to what Tawa just got, a fastball up and away. And didn't quite pull it as much, stayed up the middle, hit it right back where it came from.
That'll bring up the rookie Drew Gilbert, left-handed hitter. Gilbert, a .242 hitter, 3 homers, 12 driven in. First pitch, ground ball to second. Marte to his left, goes to second for the lead runner. And that's all he will get. Nice jump throw, and that's going to be a fielder's choice.
Second straight night he's pulled that one off. This one, a much cleaner operation. Gets the ball into his throwing hand, makes a great throw on the turn to Perdomo.
With one down, I'll bring up Patrick Bailey. Bailey homered last night. One of the 5 Giant homers as he takes outside here for ball 1. Gallen coming into the start, needing 4 strikeouts to reach 1,000 career strikeouts. And so far, for the first 8 Giant hitters, he has not struck out anybody. Giants lead 3-0 after 2 walks and a homer at the bottom of the first. Here's a 1-0. Swing and a miss by Bailey. 1 ball and 1 strike. And that one is low. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Runner first, 1 out, bottom of the second. Here's the pitch from Gallen, and it's slashed foul. 94 on the velocity. 2-2 the count. Two pitch, and that one is low. Tried the changeup and missed.
And one of the fans down there all over it. That's the Gallen scouting report in his front pocket, must be.
But the first back safely is Gilbert. One thing the D-backs are going to need is a strong effort from Gallen after clipping Nabil Krismat after 4 innings yesterday. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Bailey chased one out of the zone, and he is down on strikes. There's the first strikeout of the night for Gallen.
He saw 5 changeups, and the 2 that Gallen threw really well, he got swings and misses. He laid off the ones out of the zone, but great to be able to pull the string in a full count right there.
First pitch, and there's a strike. 0-1 to count. Ramos drew that walk his first time up. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that one taken outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Right-hander ready, the 1-1 pitch. And Ramos takes inside for ball 2. Gallen has thrown 34 pitches now. He's thrown 20 strikes. He's thrown 14 balls. That is a ratio that can be a little troublesome. As a 2-1 is swung on and fouled back. His resurgence from a numbers standpoint has seen a massive improvement on what teams are doing to his off-speed pitches, specifically his curveball. But why is the curveball playing better? Probably because the 4-seam location has gotten better, and he's been ahead in the count much more often than we saw for the first 4 months of the season.
That's the key to getting chases on your off-speed. You have to be ahead in the count. And, of course, fastball command is huge into that. You see some of these early changeups, they're just letting him go until he throws the ball in the zone.
2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2. In the dirt. 3-2 the count. Gilbert going to be off and running. Giants already have a 3-0 lead. And Gallen trying to avoid his 3rd walk of the night. Here's his payoff. And it's foul tip by Ramos. We'll do it again.
I was curious to see what they went with there. In the previous 2 3-2 counts, they had gone fastball prior and then went off speed. But this time it was an off-speed pitch to get to the full count. And so, of course, they went with the fastball.
3-2. Soft ground ball to second. Marte near the bag gloves. And he goes the longer way to first in time. Ramos is out. The inning is over. Giants don't score. They do get a single. And we go to the 3rd. 3-0 San Francisco on the Morgan & Morgan Dbacks Radio Network.
Don't miss exclusive conversations with Derek Hall, Tori Lavello, Mike Hazen, and more weekly on Arizona Sports. Dbacks decision makers from the team's front office join Wolf and Luke Wednesday mornings at 11:45. Team president Derek Hall joins Bickley and Murata Thursday mornings at 7:45. The skipper joins Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30. Never miss another Dbacks conversation when you subscribe to the Arizona Sports YouTube channel, Arizona Sports 98.7, and the Arizona Sports app, the home of Arizona Diamondbacks baseball.
If you love ice cream like we love ice cream, you gotta love Cold Stone Creamery. We make our rich, super premium ice cream fresh in every store to create the ultimate ice cream experience. Indulge in our signature creations, cakes, cupcakes, cookies, and shakes, all made with our signature ice cream. The flavors that won the hearts and taste buds of ice cream lovers around the world. Order yours online at coldstonecreamery.com. The ultimate ice cream experience.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniel's Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniel's is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniel's Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniel's Jewelers.
The Los Angeles Dodgers return to Chase Field September 23rd for a 3-game weekday series. Secure your tickets for the matchup at Dbacks.com.
D-backs skipper Tori Lavello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
3rd inning about to get started. James McCann will lead off for the Diamondbacks. D-backs have 1 hit so far. And first one to McCann is zipped in there for a strike. Chris Garagiola alongside Josh Colmenter. Leo Gilmartin is our producer, engineer, and Ali Narini, our technical director. Here's the 0-1. McCann goes after it, pulls it foul. Now the count is 0-2. Well, the Diamondbacks and a lot of these teams chasing the Mets continue to get help from the Mets, who lose again to the Phillies 9-3. Phillies are without Alec Boehm and Trey Turner, both who went to the injured list prior to the start of the game yesterday. That's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. McCann down on strikes. 3 pitches in. And that is going to bring up the 9-hitter Jorge Barrosa.
That's just seen their offense disappear. They had 2 great pitching performances, Aaron Nola and Ranger Suarez so far, but they have 2 more games in that series as well.
Barrosa takes the first pitch for a strike. Fastball at 92. Well, Barrosa's offense just has not clicked at this level this year, unfortunately. Very small amount of opportunities, but in those opportunities, he's hitting $130. The 0-1 from Ray. Too high. 1 ball and 1 strike. was a 1-1. Swing and a miss by Barossa. And they count now 1-2.
That's the pitch right there. That's the one you have to learn to lay off. You get so many swings and misses at that fastball up out of the zone.
1-2 missed inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And you look at first time through the order, guys who swung at that pitch. For Domo, granted, he fouled off quite a few of them. Alexander lined out on that pitch. Lawler lined out on that pitch. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. And Barossa strikes out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Robbie Ray.
That may have been the case where he just looked at the numbers and saw the average. So he just went after him with all fastballs in that at-bat.
Three 3-0 Giants, 2 outs in the third. Here is Ketel Marte. Marte struck out his first time up. And he takes the first pitch low for ball 1. With Boost by Fry's VIP, win game day with free grocery delivery, 2 times fuel points and more. Visit friesfood.com/boost today. Now Ray is ready. Here's the 1-0. And Ketel goes after it, fouls it away right side. Change up at 86. That is how so many teams try and neutralize Marte. Not even much with breaking balls, but specifically the changeup. Here's the 1-1. Well, you heard that one hit the backstop. Give you a hint, wasn't a strike. It's now 2-1.
That was Ketel's game yesterday. 3 singles, all on off-speed pitches.
2-1 the count. Ray ready, the pitch. Marte, huge cut at a middle third heater. They swung so hard, he casted those hands out and got jammed. It's 2-2.
Of course, a lot of right-handed hitters, but this inning been all about the inside part of the plate.
2-2 from Ray. Marte reaching for that one. Fouls it back. That was the outer third fastball. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Giants still have that 3-0 lead here in the top of the third. 2 outs, nobody on. The 2-2. They just smashed that one on the ground. Fouled at Marte.
He had him set up like he got Barossa. Fastballs in, and then throw a slider off of it. That's exactly what he tried to do to Marte.
Another pitch, this one high. And Ketel has worked the count full. We've seen a few of these Diamondback hitters with some lengthy at-bats. That has certainly helped move this pitch count up. This will be the 50th pitch for Ray. As the payoff is swung on and fouled straight back again. It's like a broken record over here.
3 at-bats now of at least 8 pitches.
He struck out each of the first 2, and now here he is trying to get a 1-2-3 inning. It would be his first perfectly clean inning as a 3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. Second time he strikes out Ketel, who fires the bat, tosses the helmet. And that'll do for the D-backs as Ray strikes out the side in order. This time in the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third inning. It is the Giants 3 and the D-backs nothing on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs radio network.
Avnet is your hometown partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks. We are a global technology distributor and solutions provider headquartered right here in the Valley. We help businesses all over the world source the right technology components and manage the logistics to get their products to market. The components we distribute are likely in the products you use and depend on every day, from your car to your household appliances. Avnet, delivering what's next in technology distribution. Visit avnet.com to learn more.
At Fry's, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our lower prices. Hand it to Fry's shoppers. You never compromise. Fry's. Fresh for everyone.
Baseball fans, time to change it up. The spotlight's on live shows. Talking Stick Resort is your go-to spot for legendary entertainment. Feel the country vibes with Winona Judd and Leanne Rhymes. Laugh out loud with Steve Trevino and Matt Matthews. And rock out with ZZ Top. Don't miss out. Talking Stick Resort, where the real game changer is the show. Grab your tickets now at TalkingStickResort.com.
At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Dbacks Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Rafael Devers leads off the bottom of the third inning. And first pitch he sees, he taps it foul. The count is 0-1. Giants 3 and the Diamondbacks nothing as Gallen, coming off a scoreless second inning, is 0-1. Taken inside, a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Devers walked and scored in the first. And now the 1-1. Swung on and drilled foul left side. It's 1-2.
Chance to toy with him here. He laid off a really good changeup to walk, but has him set up for it here now ahead 1-2.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Devers down on strikes. And that's 998 career strikeouts for Zach Gallen, tying him with Robbie Ray. Third on the all-time strikeout list in Diamondback history.
And a great strikeout. Just such a good sequence. He got him soft early, then stuck with the hard stuff. Got him to chase out of the zone.
Adames, who had the big 3-run homer his first time up, takes a low for ball 1. One-0 now. And Adames takes below the knees. Light precipitation falling once again, but so light you could play a doubleheader in this and not worry about the infield. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out. Nobody on for the Giants. There's the wind of the 2-0. And Adames takes a strike. 2-1 the count. Gallen ready. Here's the 2-1. He goes after it, sends a high fly to center field. But right there is Tawa to make the catch. I don't know if it was a strike. Looked like it was up out of the zone. He almost swung over his head to hit that thing.
The way Zach likes attacking the top of the zone and Robbie Ray, that's been 4 or 5 outs that way that are tomahawk off the end of the bat line drives.
Dominic Smith, the batter, goes after the first pitch, and he fouls it away. Wound up lining out to center field his first time up. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Ooh, inside, moves Smith in off the plate. The count is even at 1-1. Well, one of the rare times we look out beyond the bay here, and dark, gloomy sky here in San Francisco, as if a big storm were imminent. As that one is going to miss wide of the mark. 2 balls, 1 strike. Of course, that's not what the forecast suggests. It'll be perfectly fine, but it usually just looks very calm. See some freight cargo ships out in the harbor. As there's a swing and miss. It's now 2-2.
Yeah, It's interesting. The color of the water just fades directly into the color of the sky.
Now that's good radio.
Be a tough jigsaw puzzle, that's for sure.
It's 2-2. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Now that is about 6 rows out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You much of a jigsaw guy?
The last one I put together was during COVID, when there wasn't much to do. So you put a puzzle together, play some board games. How about yourself?
Wife loves a good jigsaw puzzle, both literally and metaphorically. Here's a 2-2. Reached for, fouled off, actually hit off the plate. It's a fair ball. Goes to the first baseman, Vargas. He'll step on the bag. And that's going to do it for the Giants here in the third. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the fourth. D-backs got to get that offense going. They're down 3-0 on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs radio network.
The San Francisco Giants travel to Chase Field on September 15th for a 3-game series to take on the D-backs. Get your tickets now at Dbacks.com.
Across the painted desert to where the mountains touch the sky. This is Sanderson Wood Country, where Arizona's pride. Sanderson Wood Country, built on serving you. Sanderson Wood, satisfaction in everything we do. We're Arizona's pride. Sanderson Wood.
This is Dave Pash. Staying on top of my health is vital for everything I do. And as a sports broadcaster, I'm on the road a lot. However, I make doctor's appointments and health screenings a top priority in my life and for my family. Planning ahead helps keep all of us healthy. Dignity Health's primary care providers help you coordinate your family's care, including annual physicals, screenings, and immunizations. So keep your home team healthy. Find a provider and schedule an appointment today at dignityhealth.org/DHMG.
If your AC is over 10 years old and you're dreading the inevitable replacement, fret no more. This month, Parker & Sons has state-of-the-art high-efficiency heating and AC systems for $99 a month. Just $3 a day. Wow.
$3 a day? That's less than a fast food cheeseburger.
$3 a day? I'm paying that for a gallon of gas. And with a yearly utility savings in the $600 range, it pays to act now. Call Parker today at 602, the number 2, then REPAIR. Parker & Sons. We're not your average Joe. ROC 152656.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Rolando Perdomo leads off the fourth inning against Robbie Ray. Ray's first pitch, Perdomo shows bunt and almost walks into a strike. Pitch was called a strike. He was walking across the plate. And the count is 0-1. With Perdomo, Carroll, and then Alexander. D-backs so far with a 1 hit. Giants have just the 2. As the 0-1 pitch swung on and softly grounded foul. Hit his leg, did Perdomo, and Chapman fielded it. Now discards it back to his own dugout. He worked a 10-pitch at bat, did Perdomo his first time up. I don't think for a second with an 0-2 count he couldn't do the same here. Here's the 0-2. Off the plate outside. Missed with a changeup, did Ray.
This was the exact count he worked to 10 pitches, 1-2.
Ray is ready. Here's his offering. And he missed high and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Robbie Ray in just disgust with himself. How could he throw such an atrocious pitch by his standards, is what he's almost gesticulating with the body language. Here's 2-2. And nowhere close with that one either. 0-2 count has worked full, as we probably expected.
No surprise here with Perdomo in the box.
The payoff is pulled foul. Purchase a special event ticket pack to Stranger Things Night and get a ticket to the D-backs Phillies game, plus an exclusive D-backs Stranger Things hat. Stick around after the game as well for an 80s-themed post-game fireworks show. As the 3-2 is off the mark, ball 4. What a lovely at-bat for Perdomo. Second time we've said that tonight.
The only pitch he could throw for a strike was the slider down and in. He missed twice away with the changeup and twice away with that fastball.
Perdomo has reached base safely twice with 2 walks. Tawa had a single in the second inning. And now here's Carroll, who first pitch he saw hit into an inning-ending double play. The first pitch here is taken for a strike, and the count is 0-1.
That was definitely part of the game plan. Early off speed. The only 2 batters that he started with fastballs are McCann and Barossa in the 8 and 9 spots.
Step and a throw to first. Perdomo going nowhere. The Giants, they're really in a really interesting spot as well. We talked about D-backs kind of thrusting themselves back in the wild card race. The Giants have done the exact same with a great 3-week stretch. Here comes the 0-1. Carroll swings, got jammed, pops it up to first, and Dom Smith, 2 steps in foul territory, even with the bag, will make the catch.
He's got the only lefty in the lineup and hit into 3 outs. Probably really likes the opportunity to see someone in that batter's box to throw all these off-speed pitches.
1 out and 1 on. Here's Blaze Alexander. But even with this good run the Giants are on, it is still unlikely, at least as of now. I mean, they're 2.5 back after the loss from the Mets tonight, to be able to catch New York for that 3rd and final wild card spot. If the D-backs, of course, come back and win this game, the Giants will fall 3 back. As this 0-1 pitch here to Alexander is taken outside. If the Giants don't make the playoffs, their last playoff appearance will be 2021. That incredible season with Gabe Kapler at the helm. Won 107 games to outlast the Dodgers for the division by 1 game. That was a 1-1 pitch. Inside now, 2 balls and 1 strike count. This is not a Tampa Bay Rays situation. This is not, hey, we're happy to get there. This is the San Francisco Giants, the team that last decade won 3 championships, went to the playoffs 5 times. As the left-hander will throw to first. They have the 10th highest payroll in Major League Baseball, the Giants. They're expecting to win more games than what they've had since that 21 season. And that's what led to a change atop their front office department, bringing in Buster Posey as the president of baseball operations. 2-1, Alexander got handcuffed and swings and misses. It's 2-2.
They have to like the last month plus with what this offense is doing. That's something this team's desperately needed over the last couple seasons is offense.
And Buster Posey taking a huge risk by trading for Rafael Devers, who the world saw front and center when he is not interested. It is not pretty. It's a 2-2 pitch. Swung on, short, quick swing. Alexander fouls it away to the right. I mean, that has the potential to be a real salary cap sinker. But how much money that guy's making. Now the rain's coming down with a little bit of force. 2-2 pitch. And that's strike 3 called on a pitch up and out of the zone.
That ball started out of the zone and broke and stayed out of the zone, so you know it was nowhere near. High strike there from Eddings.
For Robbie Ray, gets his 5th strikeout. 2 down. Here is Elomar Vargas. Vargas takes the first pitch for a called strike. D-backs got the leadoff man on with a walk by Perdomo, but then a foul pop out to first. And a strikeout, and here we are, as now Vargas swings and misses. And he is behind here, 0-2.
Robbie's found something with that slider down and in. He's been almost automatic with that, or the changeup and the fastball been a little erratic. No balls and 2 strikes.
Small lead at first for Perdomo, as this 0-2 is downstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch for Ray. That'll be his 70th. 3-0 Giants, 2 outs, top of inning number 4. Left-handers ready to go. And the 1-2. Good take by Vargas. That one down and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two is grounded foul.
For what seems like a lot of off-speed for Robbie, still throwing the 4-seam 60% of the time. It just seems like it's been a heavy dose of the breaking balls and the changeup.
He just hasn't located many of those in the strike zone. The 2-2. Off the glove, it was too high. It ricochets towards the on-deck circle for the D-backs, and Perdomo will get into scoring position. That's a break for the D-backs.
Yeah, now in this inning, the second 0-2 count that's gone full. First one ended up walking Perdomo, who's now out at second.
They rule out a pass ball. 3-2 is grounded to short. Adames has it. 2 shuffles towards first. He rifles it in time. And the inning is over. D-backs, no runs, no hits, a walk and a man left. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning with the Giants still lead 3-0 on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs radio network.
Constipation with belly pain that keeps coming back and back and back. If your symptoms keep coming back, talk to your doctor. It could be irritable bowel syndrome with constipation or IBS-C. Linzess could help you get ahead of it. Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Experience a playcation in paradise. Talking Stick Resort in sunny Scottsdale offers you 4-star mountain views. Treat yourself to a relaxing spa, enjoy award-winning dining, and explore the hottest slots and table games. Plunge into our refreshing pools with private air-conditioned casitas. Plus, no resort fees for Arizona and our surrounding states. Treat yourself to the best in the Southwest. Book your stay and play Getaway today. Visit TalkingStickResort.com. Life well played.
Zoom over to Chase Field on September 24th when the D-backs face the Los Angeles Dodgers. The first 15,000 fans will receive a co-branded rally towel courtesy of NASCAR and Phoenix Raceway. Visit Dbacks.com for tickets.
D-backs skipper Torey Lovello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Well, Matt Chapman leads off the bottom of the 4th for the Giants. The right-handed hitter takes high for ball 1. It'll be Chapman, Lee, and Schmidt. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And Chapman looks at his strike, top of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Lined out to third his first time up. Now he swings, drills one towards the corner. Barossa gives a hefty chase, but can't reach it. That's going to get down and get to the wall. And Chapman aboard with a leadoff double.
Changeup in the zone. The right-handed hitter is way out in front of it. And if it's not a good pitch, it's easy for them to pull that ball with some authority. That's exactly what happens here. You want it down and in to get a swing over the top or a ground ball. Instead, this one stays up in the zone.
The ideal start for the Giants. Now Lee can really try and pull something to move that runner over. And first pitch, he'll take a strike. Change up again on the outer third. Just grabbed a sliver of the strike zone. And it's 0-1. Gallen a peek at second, not once but twice. And now comes home. Lee takes in the dirt. Count is even at 1-1.
He ended up bunting for a hit in a first and second no-out situation yesterday. No indication he's going to do that here.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch. And that one is low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Gallen ready again, the 2-1. Inside ball 3. That's what we saw a lot of in the first half. Maybe you get a first pitch strike, but then you immediately lose the count leverage. That's what's happened to Gallen here. He's fallen behind 3-1. Here's his pitch. And Lee takes one for a strike. 4-seam fastball. 3-2 now. The payoff is grounded up the middle, and diving is Perdomo. He keeps it on the infield and throws back to Gallen. It was headed towards the plate. Gallen just caught it off. And that probably saved a run there for the Diamondbacks as Chapman has to hold at third base.
It certainly did. That's what you're taught as an infielder. If you can't make the play, just keep the ball on the infield. And the third base coach, Matt Williams, all over it, keeping his runner there. And Gallen had ducked down for a throw home, ended up being the cutoff man.
Well, this light rain now is just swirling about. Really being illuminated by the bright lights here at Oracle Park in center field. The 2 banks gives the appearance like it's pouring. It's not, as this one is pulled foul. 0-1 the count on Casey Schmidt. Then again, some of the lower bowls have decided that this is not what they signed up for and are either headed towards the concourse or maybe the team shop for a hat and a poncho. The 0-1. Schmidt takes a 4-seamer inside. The count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. First and third, nobody out. And here comes the 1-1. Inside again, ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike. This is an area that almost never gets rain. That was a quick throw to first. Lee back safely.
Definitely want to keep Lee over there. 10 steals on the season, but keep the double play intact.
Here's a 2-1. Swung on, and Schmidt weakly deflects it foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He hasn't really got a pitch he could get in the air. Zach's keeping the ball close to him. And the infield playing about halfway, so a sharp ground ball most likely keeps the runner at third.
2-2. And Schmidt sends one deep foul right side into the second deck. Just not getting a ton of swing and miss tonight is Gallen, despite the fact that right out of the gates, that fastball velocity, I mean, it looked like it was hot right out of the gate.
It definitely was. There's a good 95 still in this inning, but you're right. It's just been a little erratic where he finds himself more in the 2-1, 3-1 counts than he likes.
2-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted high in the air, down the right field line, not very deep. Carroll's coming in. He'll make the catch. Chapman going to try and score. Here's the throw to the plate. It's accurate, but it's not in time. A 2-hopper that lost some speed on that thick, damp infield grass. And McCann's tag just a second late as the Giants make it 4-0.
It's a situation where McCann has to field the ball in front of home plate to give the runner a lane. And when he gets it on the second hop and turns, Chapman with a great slide, feet first right on top of the bag, barely beats the throw.
Here's Drew Gilbert, the rookie. The pitch to him is high and away, ball one. Gallen getting close to 70 pitches here in his outing. Either one of these starters, Gallen or Ray, is pitching all that efficiently. It is Robbie Ray and the Giants who have the 4-0 lead. Here's the 1-0. And it's grounded towards first. That's a fair ball. Vargas gloves, taps the first base bag, throws to second, and that'll be a double play. 3-6. Really well done by Vargas. And that'll send us now into the fifth. The Giants tack on another. We've played 4. It's 4-0 San Francisco on the Morgan & Morgan D-Backs Radio Network.
Purchase a Stranger Things special event ticket pack for Friday, September 19th and receive an exclusive hat and D-Backs versus Phillies game ticket. Get your tickets now at dbacks.com/strangerthings.
Hi, fans. This is Dave Pash, sports broadcaster, journalist, and longtime Arizona resident. Dignity Health knows the importance of a healthy, active lifestyle. We want to get you back on your feet quickly so you can return to play, whether you're a weekend warrior or an elite athlete. If you're ready to feel the glory, not the pain, find a provider and schedule an appointment today at dignityhealth.org/AZortho. Dignity Health, a proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniels is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniels Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
Don't miss exclusive conversations with Derek Hall, Tori Lavello, Mike Hazen, and more weekly on Arizona Sports. D-Backs decision makers from the team's front office join Wolf and Luke Wednesday mornings at 11:45. Team president Derek Hall joins Bickley and Murata Thursday mornings at 7:45. The skipper joins Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30. Never miss another D-Backs conversation when you subscribe to the Arizona Sports YouTube channel, Arizona Sports 98.7, and the Arizona Sports app, the home of Arizona Diamondbacks baseball.
D-Backs Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
It is the top of inning number 5. Chris Garagiola alongside Josh Colmenter. Great to be with you. As the rain is completely ceased here in San Francisco during the commercial break. As the first pitch to Tim Tawa is too high for ball 1. It gave the illusion that the sheets of rain were coming down here. But really, it was just a wall of mist as the 1-0 is taken for a strike. But now it looks like a completely naked evening sky. Anyways, here's a 1-1. Swing and a ball pulled foul by Tawa. 1-2. As Tawa had a base hit his first time up. That's the only hit the Diamondbacks have had today. That's been the problem. They trail the Giants 4-0. Giants 4 runs on 4 hits. D-Backs no runs on 1 hit through 4 innings. And now the 1-2. Breaking ball. Ooh, Tawa started to walk back towards his own dugout. Life advice, wouldn't do that if I were you.
You don't need to give the umpire extra reason to call a strike. Robbie certainly thought he had it as well.
Here's a 2-2. And that one definitely in the strike zone, ruled outside. And now Doug Eddings rips the mask off and gives a look over towards Ray, who'd already turned his back.
You were all over that one. Doug Eddings does not take kindly to the things like that.
3-2 is swung on, pulled towards the corner and left. If it's fair, it's extra bases. That's down, and that is going to one-hop against the netting. Tawa is in his second, and that's going to be a leadoff double.
Robbie didn't say anything as he got the ball back from Eddings. They're only about 15 feet apart. One of those calls certainly cost them extra bases here. D-Backs with a chance to get back in this game.
So Tawa has a couple of hits now for the Diamondbacks, as this is going to bring up Jordan Lawler. Lawler lined out his first time up on a pitch up out of the zone. Big hole on the right side of the infield. Ray is ready, and his first pitch is too high for ball one. At Dignity Health, our team of orthopedic experts can help keep you in motion. Don't let joint pain put your life on pause. Visit dignityhealth.org/AZ Ortho to learn more. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a foul. And the count now on Lawler at 1 ball and 1 strike.
This game could be shaping up very similar to what happened with Logan Webb yesterday as he went over the century mark to go out for the 6th. Robbie probably gets over 90 this inning. Wouldn't be surprised, though, if they still send him back out there.
Runner at second, nobody out. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and fouled back by Lawler. You had referenced this a couple of times already in the broadcast tonight, that these young hitters are going to have to lay off that high fastball for Ray. That is a lesson usually you learn in reality, not so much in theory. And Lawler going after that high fastball. I mean, Ray has got to be thinking here, I'm going to get him either to chase a changeup off the plate away or go after a high heater. And now the 1-2 pitch. Way too high that time with the fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Quick look at second. Now the 2-2. Swung on. That is hit high. It's deep to left center field. On its way. It hits off the base of the wall. Rounding third and scoring is Tawa as Lawler blasts an RBI double. And the D-backs are on the board. It's now 4-1.
You need production all the way through. We talked about that in the pregame, and what a way for these 2 young righties to get it going. Robbie tried to climb the ladder again, but left that one right in the middle of the zone.
And with that RBI double, the D-backs are safe at home with Blue Sky Pest Control, the official pest control provider for the Arizona Diamondbacks in Chase Field. Well, now you're shaping up to get multiple runs this inning, and that is exactly what the D-backs need to get back into this game. More on that in a moment, but first, we pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
KMVP FM Phoenix.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
On the Arizona Sports app and on 98.7.
Our visit is over. Here is James McCann. And McCann, he's going to be given that right side of the infield. So he might try and just shoot that ball to the right side rather than dropping a bunt down to move the runner. First one from Ray. And McCann swings. Nope. Pulls it on the ground to third. Chapman has it. Looks back Lawler. And throws to first in time. Well, that's not what you were hoping for there. Let alone with a 1 pitch out.
Blistered that one, too. That down and in slider so hard to shoot the other way. Pulled it at 106 right to Chapman. Ray's starting to leave a lot more pitches in the zone, which is an encouraging sign.
Here's Jorge Barrosa. He struck out his first time up. Batting right-handed. First one from Ray. Instead, a little step and a check on Lawler. Very athletic, but hasn't quite proven himself to be an adept base runner. Just hasn't stolen that many bases in his big league career. Lawler's 1 for 1 this year. And now Barrosa takes just downstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 86 pitches thrown by Ray. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that one too high. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Two balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Barrosa takes high, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes, the count. Pretty amazing here, Coley, after leaking too many pitches in the heart of the plate. Well, now Ray can't find the plate against Barrosa. Here's the 3-0. And taking all the way is Barossa. That's a called strike. Zipped it right on the corner. It's 3-1.
Struggling getting that ball down in the zone. Just airmailing a lot of these fastballs.
Double barrel action up for the Giants in their bullpen. Here's a 3-1. Runner takes off. That is high. No, it's a strike, but the throw to third not in time. And Lawler is in there safely with a stolen base. So this is interesting here. Second stolen base of the year for Lawler. Kind of a risky pitch to run on. But now all Barossa has to do is ground it anywhere, and the D-backs will get a run.
Giants surely conceding that with the infield playing back.
3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled away. That was going to be strike 3 in the top outside corner. Count remains 0-3-2 as now Ray is over 90 pitches.
And I'm curious what they do. I mean, big thing depends on Barossa. We have Ray coming down towards the end of his outing. Has struck out Marte twice. But there's a lot of damage in that bat.
Another payoff pitch. Swung on, and that is a shallow pop-up to right. Lee's got a good arm. He's racing in. Lawler going to try and score anyways. The throw to the plate is not in time. Did Lawler touch home plate? Doug Eddings says he did. And the Giants will want to check, as that makes it a 4-2 ball game.
2 shallow fly balls that got the job done. This one from Lee, he just short hops this ball so much. He throws it in the grass right as the infield
hit the infield dirt.
Yeah. And I mean, I had to take 3 long hops to get there. If it just takes 1, I think they probably have Lawler, but a great slide. A big second run.
So it's now 4-2. And Cattell takes the first pitch high and outside for ball 1. Giants had a right-hander and a left-hander getting loose. I can't imagine they want to bring in anyone other than a lefty to face Carroll. As the 1-0 is going to miss outside to Marte. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's a 2-0. Swung on and hit high in the air towards left. Playable for Ramos as he nears the line and just drifting into foul territory will make the catch. Cattell is 0 for 3 and the inning comes to an end. But the D-backs score a couple runs in that 5th inning. As we go to the bottom of the 5th, it's a brand new ball game. Giants 4 and the D-backs 2 on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs radio network.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It's a beautiful day at the grocery store. The shopper is rounding the end cap. Uh-oh, looks like there's some spilled tomato sauce. Here comes the slide. Oh, that's going to leave a mark, Bob. Talk about a curveball.
Clean up on aisle 5.
At Morgan & Morgan, we know injuries can come out of left field. As America's largest injury law firm, we've recovered over $20 billion for our clients. If you've been injured in an accident, call Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm and proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hear that? That's the sound of a loaded cash explosion. It happens every time someone wins loaded cash explosion scratchers from the Arizona Lottery. Oh, it's happening again. Since tickets are loaded with $1,000 prizes with explosive top prizes of $2.5 million. Plus, a second chance to win $1 million in the Players Club. Head to an Arizona Lottery retailer and play loaded cash explosion scratchers today.
The D-backs take on the Philadelphia Phillies for a 3-game weekend series starting September 19th. Secure your tickets now at Dbacks.com.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Injured in a car accident or slip and fall? Call in the closers. We're Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm and proud sponsor of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Having said that, nobody in this booth is named Morgan. Chris Garagiola alongside Josh Colmenter as the first pitch to Patrick Bailey swung on and belted high and deep to right. That thing is over to Levi's landing, gone.
Not sure how he was on a first pitch curveball. Just dropped the barrel on it. Carroll knew it was gone right away. And we mentioned yesterday, not a lot of power, but back-to-back games against the D-backs with a home run for the catcher.
He's got 5 homers on the year. He's got 2 in the last 2 games. And you were hoping for a shutdown inning from Gallen after scoring twice. So the first pitch of the bottom of the 5th is launched out of here.
I'd be more surprised than Zach. He's just trying to get a first pitch strike. Not expecting a swing at the breaking ball.
And now top of the order, Elliot Ramos. He takes off the plate for ball 1. And Gallen has 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 2 homers allowed. As the Giants again lead at 5-2. Now it's 2 balls and no strikes.
His last 8 starts coming in, he'd only allowed 3 home runs, so he'd been doing a great job limiting the long ball.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Ramos rolls it over to third, into the glove of Alexander, and a good throw over to Vargas in time. Good bounce back for Gallen after that home run. 1 down, and here comes Rafael Devers.
Still have a dangerous group, especially here Devers and Adames back-to-back. They've done a pretty good job keeping Devers' bat at bay through the first 7 at-bats of this series.
First pitch, Devers takes a strike.
Works out for whatever reason. Gallen's changeup has been on point against Devers.
Here's the 0-1. And takes that one off the mark. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Gallen ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul tip. That weight of Devers really leaking forward as he got an off-speed pitch. Changeup. And now Gallen ahead 1-2. Right-hander ready. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. Devers knew it. Beautiful pitch from Gallen.
He's dialed up 2 incredible at-bats back-to-back to strike out Devers. He just has him guessing wrong. When he thinks it's a fastball, he's getting a changeup. And when he thought he was getting off-speed there, he got a perfectly painted fastball.
999 career strikeouts for Gallen. He stands alone third. The all-time strikeout list for Diamondback pitchers. And now Willie Adames takes a first pitch strike. It's 0-1. Trying to track down Brandon Webb. Good luck catching Randy Johnson. There's the 0-1. That one is outside. For those who do want to know, Brandon Webb has 1,065 career strikeouts as a D-back. Johnson, 2,077. 1-1. Adames swings and fouls it back. It's now 1-2. Adames is 1 for 2, had a 3-run homer in the bottom of inning number 1. Here we are, bottom of the 5th. It's 5-2 Giants. Gallen ready. That is 1-2 pitch. In the dirt. The 2-2 is ripped on a line to left. Barossa racing in, makes a great sliding catch. And that's going to do it for the Giants here in the 5th inning. They get a leadoff homer from Patrick Bailey and score 1. And as we make our way to the second half, it is now the Giants 5 and the D-backs 2 on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Don't miss exclusive conversations with Derek Hall, Tori Lavello, Mike Hazen, and more weekly on Arizona Sports. Dbacks decision makers from the team's front office join Wolf and Luke Wednesday mornings at 11:45. Team president Derek Hall joins Bickley and Marana Thursday mornings at 7:45. The skipper joins Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30. Never miss another Dbacks conversation when you subscribe to the Arizona Sports YouTube channel. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app, the local sports leader and the home of Arizona Diamondbacks baseball.
Step up to the plate with Ride Now Power Sports and Polaris. Visit the Ride Now booth at a Dbacks game and check out the 2025 Polaris XP 1000 Sport and learn how to receive $1,500 in accessories with select Polaris purchases.
Applies toward non-current accessories. Polaris off-road vehicles can be hazardous to operate and are not intended for on-road use. Driver must be at least 16 years old with a valid driver's license to operate. Always wear a helmet and be sure to take a safety training course. See dealer for details. T&Cs apply.
At New Vision Auto Glass, you can get your window replaced and get up to $250 cash back.
I got $140 from New Vision Auto Glass. I just went online, answered a few questions, and before you knew it, I got a new windshield and a check.
Call New Vision today.
480-210-9090.
We'll come to you, repair or replace your windshield, and hand you the cash.
NewVisionAutoglass.com. 480-210-9090.
New Vision Auto Glass. See clearly. Drive safely.
Hey, D-backs fans, Dr. Jay Schwartz, the Team Eye Doctor for your Arizona Diamondbacks, has 3 Valley locations, one in Mesa, one in Scottsdale, and one in Glendale for all of your eye care needs. Call 480-483-EYES or go online at teamidoc.com.
D-backs skipper Tori Lavello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
A new pitcher for the Giants is left-hander Matt Gage, called to the bullpen, brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Best point a new Ford at Sanderson Ford. The Giants lead the D-backs 5-2, and Perdomo takes the first pitch strike. 0-1 the count. Perdomo 2 walks against the starter Robbie Ray, who departs after 5 innings. Gage is 32 years old. He's pitched for the Blue Jays, the Astros, and the Tigers. As the 0-1 is sliced foul, but Gage, a left-hander drafted out of Siena College in New York, he was a 10th rounder by San Francisco and just made his Giants debut after 3 different stops this year. 0-2. And that one shot out towards right field, falling fast. That is down in front of Gilbert. It is a leadoff base hit for Perdomo, who is on base for the 3rd time tonight.
Goes and gets a changeup. It was elevated, so it wasn't really moving, just way off the plate, and he lunged way out there to poke it to right field.
Now a left-on-left matchup against Corbin Carroll, who is 0 for 2. And the first pitch, Carroll got handcuffed, tried to hold his swing, but could not. No balls and a strike. Gage ready again. Here's the pitch. Way too high. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Giants with a 3-run advantage. Here's the 1-1. Carroll, big swing and a foul tip, got a hanging slider. Didn't have a whole lot of tilt to it, and it just could not quite line it up.
Usually it's a steady diet of sliders. He throws that pitch half the time. He will give up his hits. He's given up more hits than innings pitched on the season.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 on and nobody out. D-backs, they got to start making the magic happen here offensively. Gage is 1-2. And that one way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Left-hander ready again. Carroll looking for that first hit. The 2-2 pitch swung on, and instead it's fouled back. We'll do it again.
Gage trying hard to get Carroll. He's in this pocket. because of the switch hitter and the left-hander. The Giants have a righty up in the pen. No doubt once he gets to his 3-batter limit, he'll probably make a change.
2-2 instead of throw to first. Giants are without left-hander Eric Miller, who's dealing with an elbow sprain. And that is how Gage is getting this opportunity after he was released by the Tigers earlier this year. 2-2 again. Carroll reaches for it, pops it up, and that's out of play, foul. Carroll swings and launches a high pop-up. He throws the bat down in disgust as Chapman into foul territory makes the catch.
For everything, we thought we'd see a lot of sliders, especially to Carroll. Because that fastball, he tried to get him up and in several times and finally gets him to pop it up.
One on and one out for Blaze Alexander. Alexander is 0 for 2. Goes after the first pitch and grounds it foul. Giants 5, D-backs 2. This is game 2 of 3. Biggest series of the season for the D-backs. They already lost last night as Alexander sends a topspin line drive into left field. That is going to get down in front of Ramos. A single that moves Perdomo up towards second. And now there are 2 on base and only 1 out for Ildemaro Vargas.
Right on cue, Gage gives up 2 singles. And thought for sure they'd be making a move. I guess the switch hitter Vargas up. They want to keep him from the right side.
Gage is set. Now working to Vargas. And this one taken for a called strike. Earn points for D-backs rewards on game tickets, exclusive merchandise, and more by shopping participating products at Fry's Food Stores. Visit friesfood.com/D-backs for details. Here's the 0-1, and it's outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. D-backs could really use a gap shot here as the 1-1 swung on, and that's a ground ball base hit into left field. Perdomo going to be waved around third. Firing to the plate is Ramos. He airmails everybody. Gage was backing up the throw, but the extra runners move up 90 feet. And it's now 5-3 with the tying runs in scoring position.
Just a terrible throw right out of the hand. You could see he was airmailing everybody. He tried to make a strong throw. And that'll be it for Gage, who comes in, gets 1 out, gives up 3 hits.
Call to the bullpen brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Best point, a new Ford is at Sanderson Ford. Gage is out, right-hander is in. We'll tell you who it is right after this. Giants 5, D-backs 3. The D-backs have 2nd and 3rd with 1 out in the 6th on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs radio network.
Life moves fast. It's fierce, persistent, determined. At City of Hope Cancer Center, we are too. Our groundbreaking research and discoveries have impacted millions of lives globally, moving science forward with the hope, passion, and speed every diagnosis deserves for a cancer-free future. City of Hope Phoenix, pursuing cancer cures at the speed of life.
Every day, savings, energy efficiency, rebates. Every day at APS, you have ways to save energy and money. We know how important it is to keep your bill as low as possible. That's why we offer programs to help you manage your energy use. Schedule a home energy checkup for savings recommendations tailored to your home. Find rebates on smart thermostats. Compare your rate plan options and switch to the plan that would have saved you the most money. Find ways to save at aps.com/brighter.
Experience a playcation in paradise. Talking Stick Resort in sunny Scottsdale offers you 4-star mountain views. Treat yourself to a relaxing spa, enjoy award-winning dining, and explore the hottest slots and table games. Plunge into our refreshing pools with private air-conditioned casitas. Plus, no resort fees for Arizona and our surrounding states. Treat yourself to the best in the Southwest. Book your stay and play Getaway today. Visit TalkingStickResort.com. Life well played.
Dbacks Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Well, the new pitcher for the Giants is Joel Peguero, 28-year-old, stands at 5'11", 195 pounds. This is just his 8th career Major League appearance. He's thrown 10 2/3 big league innings. And he comes into a tough spot here. Runners at second and third, only one out. Here is Tim Tawa. And first pitch to Tawa is a strike called. Peguero throws hard. It's 99. And it's interesting here, Coley. The D-backs, 2 left-handed hitting outfielders on the bench in McCarthy and Thomas. And Lovello going to roll the dice here as the 0-1 is low. 92-mile-an-hour slider. Those shouldn't be things.
Some of these guys have such electric stuff. I don't know how they ever get hit, but they do. And maybe he's just riding with Tawa 2 for 2 on the night. Likes what he sees.
There's a 1-1. Swung on by Tawa. Put a good swing on 99, but he fouled it back. It's 1-2. And this is exactly what Bob Melvin was trying to do here. Bring in someone he thought he could get a strikeout. And Tawa really has to do his best. A ground ball anywhere other than the pitcher, and that'll score Alexander. 1-2. Ooh, good take. 99 missed the outside corner, not by much. 2-2.
You just have to look to 2 pitches. It's easier said than done, especially when the guy's throwing 99, but it's just a fastball or a slider.
Peguero's 2-2. In the dirt, ball 3. Excellent backhand pick made by Bailey. He's got great hands, and he puts a lot of faith in those hands because he doesn't really slide and block the way you'd hope a catcher would in this situation.
He made that look a lot easier than it was. That ball bounced well in front of the plate.
Here's the payoff. And he could not hold his swing. Tawa strikes out on a pitch in the dirt. That's a backbreaker.
It is. That's why teams love the guys with velocity. You have to make up your mind so quick, especially in a 3-2 count. You think fastball right away and couldn't hold his swing by the time he realized there was a breaking ball.
And the D-backs, they're going to pull Jordan Lawler back and bring in Adrian Del Castillo. Well, Torey Lovello's barking something, and someone, might be Doug Eddings, not happy. Maybe he wanted to peel down to first. I don't think it was going to make a difference on that half swing by Tawa. So Lawler, who doubled his last time up, out of the game. And here's Adrian Del Castillo, great fastball hitter. Second and third, 2 outs. First pitch, he swings at 101, fouls it back. Put a good swing on it, did Del Castillo. Giants 5, Diamondbacks 3. As the 0-1. Called strike. And now the count is 0-2.
See if he sticks with the fastball. And Del Castillo was all over the first one. What gave him trouble last night's game was all the breaking stuff below the zone.
Joel Peguero set. He throws. And Del Castillo fouls 101 back. Giants 5, the Diamondbacks 3. They have the tying runs in scoring position. But they're down to their final out here in this 6th inning. And an 0-2 count on Del Castillo. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that one shot foul left side again. Another 101 heater.
4 straight fastballs, and she just has that one breaking ball. If he does throw it, I imagine he tries to throw it down and in.
The 0-2. Nowhere close that time. Fastball. 1-2. One thing about a slider with Peguero, it could skip away from Bailey. He certainly doesn't want to leave that slider in the strike zone. As the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Slider in the dirt. Bailey throws to first in time. The inning is over, and the D-backs have to settle for one. A couple of huge strikeouts by Peguero as we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Giants 5 and the D-backs 3 of the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
With Progressive customer service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last 2, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Meet Barkley. When Barkley smells gas, he leaves fast. When Barkley hears hissing coming from a gas appliance, he leaves fast. When Barkley sees dirt or water shooting from the ground, he leaves fast. Barkley then calls 911 and Southwest Gas from a safe location.
Did that dog just grab a phone and dial 911?
Gas lines can be buried anywhere, so remember to call 911 and Southwest Gas.
The Los Angeles Dodgers return to Chase Field September 23rd for a 3-game weekday series. Secure your tickets for the matchup at Dbacks.com.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
I go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and the D-backs, they keep scratching out a run here and there, and the deficit is back down to 2. Right now the Giants have a 5-3 lead, and Dominic Smith will lead off here for the Giants. Bottom of the order coming up, big inning for Gallen. The first pitch, Smith, thank you very much. Rolls it over to second. Marte, a couple of pumps in the glove, and throws to first. 1 pitch, 1 out. That is going to bring up third baseman Matt Chapman.
Twice Smith's done that. He swung at the first pitch into an out. Allen's settled down here just at 80 pitches into the 6th.
His first one to Chapman is outside. Chapman had a double his last time up. Wound up scoring in that 4th inning. 1 ball, no strikes. Allen's ready. And now the pitch. Swung on, popped up. Tricky play. Carroll looking at his infielders. Marte calling up Vargas. And it is Cattell who makes the snag. 2 down.
Way up in the air for Cattell to make his way all the way over there from his position up the middle. Exactly what the D-backs needed here. A quick inning, get back to work on that Giants bullpen.
They'd love a quick inning here for Gallen. 3 pitches into this inning. He's 2/3 of the way there. First one to Lee. Low for ball 1. And just missed the corner. Gallen's up to 86 pitches. You could theoretically get out on this pitch. Not going to happen. In the dirt for ball 2. But then potentially brought him out to the 7th.
Especially if he gets lead, be facing 7, 8, 9.
Here's a 2-0. Swing and a miss. Had him out in front of a fabulous changeup. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is weakly rolled over to the right side. Marte has it and quickly gets it over to first base. There's a 1-2-3 6th. We go to the 7th, and the D-backs down by 2 against the Giants as we go to the 7th inning on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
The San Francisco Giants travel to Chase Field on September 15th for a 3-game series to take on the D-backs. Get your tickets now at Dbacks.com.
Steve's wife signed him up for a 5K at Eldorado Park, so he's dusting off his running shoes and strengthening his stride at Planet Fitness. Now he's back to running like a gazelle.
4 down, 1 to go.
Finish strong, Steve. Finish strong. Join Planet Fitness today. Just $1 down, $15 a month. Over 40 locations around Phoenix. Deal ends September 12th. Planet Fitness. Whatever you're getting strong for. See Home Club for terms and conditions.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniels is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniels Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
Don't miss exclusive conversations with Derek Hall, Tori Lavello, Mike Hazen, and more weekly on Arizona Sports. D-backs decision makers from the team's front office join Wolf and Luke Wednesday mornings at 11:45. Team president Derek Hall joins Bickley and Marana Thursday mornings at 7:45. The skipper joins Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30. Never miss another D-backs conversation when you subscribe to the Arizona Sports YouTube channel, Arizona Sports 98.7, and the Arizona Sports app, the home of Arizona Diamondbacks baseball.
D-back skipper Tori Lavello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
James McCann will lead off the 7th inning. D-backs trail the Giants 5-3. Joe Pagero back out on the mound. First pitch, McCann takes a heater down the middle for a strike. 0-1 the count. McCann, Barossa, and then Cattell as the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Count is 0-2. The balls, 2 strikes. Pagero struck out the first 2 batters he faced in the 6th. And now he strikes out the first batter he sees in the 7th, or is it a foul ball? It is a foul ball. McCann just stays alive here. Bailey has some words and very slowly making his way back behind the plate. A little bit of a longer extended conversation with Doug Eddings, who's getting an earful now from Giant manager Bob Melvin. Here's the 0-2. McCann swings, sends a high fly to right field. It moves Lee back, but well shy of the warning track, reaches up and makes the catch. Correct. That's Gilbert who makes the grab. And so McCann is the first out.
Bailey's still talking to Eddings. I think telling him he didn't think he fouled it off. Shakes his head a couple times and not much he can do now. Here is Barossa. Barossa 0-for-1 with a sac fly as that pitch missed outside. City of Hope is revolutionizing cancer care with life-saving speed. Here at the Valley with dedicated experts, targeted treatments, and appointments available in as little as 24 hours. Learn more at cityofhope.org. 2 balls, no strikes. Amazing thing about Pagero coming into this one, he's only allowed 1 walk. Now Barossa takes a strike.
2-1.
That makes that 193-mile-an-hour slider even more lethal if he's around the zone.
The 2-1. Swung on and fouled away by Barroso. Gosh, it looked like Barroso was putting everything behind that swing, and the force of the ball pushed his swing back, like when you try and hit a basketball with a bat. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. D-backs down 5-3. And Peguero's pitch. Swung on and weakly grounded right back to the pitcher. He will underhand flip to first. And Barroso 0 for 3 tonight, as there are 2 down for Ketel Marte.
4 up and 4 down for Peguero. He's looked really good at the back end of this bullpen. Now we'll see what happens as it turns over the top of the lineup.
Ketel is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. And he takes the first pitch low for ball 1. D-backs had second and third with 1 out last inning. They could not bring home another run that would have brought them to within 1. There's the 1-0. Swung on and sent out towards left center field. Ramos is moving over and just crossing onto the warning track. Makes the catch. It is a 1-2-3-7. Stretch time in the Bay, where the Giants right now are out in front, 5-3 over the Diamondbacks on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Okay, quiz fans, what's one word to describe Whataburger's new prickly pear raspberry Whata-Fresher? Is the best word refreshing? Or does the real raspberry make you say tangy? Or perhaps the sweet prickly pear fruit is simply delicious? Actually, the only word to describe it is quenchy, tangy, sweet, delicious. And that may sound like 4 words, but we used hyphens. Introducing new Whata-Freshers from Whataburger. Available for a limited time.
Before you switch on your heat this fall, call Emergency Air for your $59 fall tune-up. Emergency Air is the proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks. This summer was brutal, and your system is packed with dirt, dust, and debris. The #1 killer of ACs and heating systems. That's why Emergency Air goes further than anyone else. Emergency Air actually pulls your blower wheel, the most important part. Other companies charge hundreds, but at Emergency Air, it's included, because that's how it should be done.
Emergency Air, the difference is we care.
Go to emergencyair.com and book your fall tune-up today.
If you could rewind 10 years, what would you do differently? Buy Apple stock at $20? Skip the Ghost Pepper Challenge? Maybe even rethink the skinny jeans. Nate here, owner of Blue Sky Pest Control. Some regrets are harmless, termite damage isn't. You can't go back in time, but you can keep termites from eating your future. Call 602-BLUE-SKY today for your free termite inspection. Hello, Blue Sky. Goodbye, pest.
D-backs fans get the best seats at the best prices and access to exclusive events. 2026 Advantage memberships are on sale now. For more info, visit dbacks.com/memberships.
D-backs Front Office Focus. Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the Arizona Diamondbacks. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
First pitch, diving catch made by Blaze Alexander. And Gallen continues to pitch efficiently here as we start the bottom of the 7th. 1 pitch, 1 out, as my partner wouldn't shut up.
Long-winded. They give me the long ad reads here. That's 5 outs now that Gallen's recorded in the last 11 pitches.
That's amazing. That's the reason why he's still out there. He's just now at 90 pitches, and Drew Gilbert going to use his timeout right off the rip here. And just try and buy some time. Giants have a 5-3 lead as the first pitch to Gilbert is taken for a generous strike. Bottom of the 7th means the 7th inning stretch is brought to you by Arizona Complete Health, transforming the health of the community one person at a time. And now, that one is going to miss outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. A Bases empty, bottom of the 7th. And now Gilbert takes strike 2. That one at 93. Gilbert so far tonight is 0 for 2. Fielder's choice and a double play. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on by Gilbert, fouled away.
And in this great stretch for Zach over the last 9 starts, this is the first time he's going to record more than 6 innings pitched. Another good sign.
Here's the 1-2. In the dirt, curveball nicely blocked by McCann. Gallen's likely going to have 2 more hitters. Gilbert, then the 9-hitter Bailey. And then it would be the 4th time through the order. I think that's when we're going to see the pitching change. This is 2-2. In the dirt again. I had Gilbert ahead early in the count and just surrendered count leverage.
Back-to-back breaking balls, which we haven't seen, especially to a left-handed hitter. It's been a lot of the changeup tonight.
Here's the 3-2. Swung on and grounded to first. Vargas has it, steps on first base. Now that's the 3rd ground out for Drew Gilbert tonight. 2 down.
Just setting him up for that changeup with those 2 breaking balls to get to a full count. Zach has really liked that changeup in a 3-2 count. Let's see what he does to Bailey here, who homered on a first pitch curveball last time.
Bailey 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a home run. He's just a walk away from the 3 true outcome night. Goes after the first pitch. Chases a changeup about 6 inches off the plate. It's 0-1. Gallen's really been on a roll here as he is retired 8 in a row. And that one a hair low. Count is even at 1-1. Next pitch will be number 100 for Gallen. As this one swung on and deflected foul. Gallen's 61% strikeout rate, strike thrown rate. Only has 3 strikeouts tonight, 1 shy of 1,000. And on his 101st pitch, misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Be a great way to end this outing, getting that 1,000th strikeout. 7 complete innings.
Here's the 2-2. Outside again. Missing further off the plate away from Bailey. Full count.
Much like with Gilbert, I think just getting to 3-2, he's going to set him up for the changeup.
The payoff. And that one just low, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk. And the 1,000th strikeout was not meant to be tonight in San Francisco. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Best play at a new Ford is at Sanderson Ford. And out of the dugout comes manager Torey Lovello. And pitching change is going to be made. So that's it for Gallen. The Giants have the top of the order coming up with 1 on and 2 out in the bottom of the 7th, leading 5-3 in the Morgan & Morgan Dbacks Radio Network.
Avnet is your hometown partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks. We are a global technology distributor and solutions provider headquartered right here in the Valley. We help businesses all over the world source the right technology components and manage the logistics to get their products to market. The components we distribute are likely in the products you use and depend on every day, from your car to your household appliances. Avnet, delivering what's next in technology distribution. Visit avnet.com to learn more.
Okay, quiz fans, what's one word to describe Whataburger's new prickly pear raspberry Whata-Fresher? Is the best word refreshing? Or does the real raspberry make you say tangy? Or perhaps the sweet prickly pear fruit is simply delicious? Actually, the only word to describe it is quenchy, tangy, sweet, delicious. And that may sound like 4 words, but we used hyphens. Introducing new Whata-Freshers from Whataburger. Whataburger. Available for a limited time.
Record-breaking global sensation Chris Brown presents Breezy Bowl 20 Stadium World Tour. Celebrate 20 years of Chris Brown live in Phoenix. Performing at Chase Field September 11th. With special guests Summer Walker and Bryson Tiller. Get tickets now at LiveNation.com. Don't miss the biggest R&B event of the year. For more, visit chrisbrownworld.com.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Talking Stick Resort Playcation is back. Stay and play with rates as low as $129. John Curtis, the new pitcher on the mound for the Diamondbacks. Curtis replacing Gallen. For Curtis making his 24th appearance, he's got a 3.41 ERA, 2-1 record. He faces Elliot Ramos. And first pitch, Ramos, that's a strike called. It's 0-1. Well, the D-backs are going to need Curtis and this bullpen to be a little more airtight than they were last night. Right now, the Giants leaded 5-3 as the 0-1 is swung on and missed. Ramos chased a high heater out of the zone. And the count 0-2.
Curtis loves throwing that. Even saw him in the bullpen signaling that pitch up. He works on that, throwing it up out of the zone.
0-2. And went even higher. Ramos would not follow. Long hold by Curtis. And now he's just going to step off here. Right-hander ready from the belt. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Ramos takes outside. Close. Just barely missed. Yeah, the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. D-backs trying to get this final out. Go to the 8th inning. Only down by a couple. 2-2. Strike 3 called. No argument for anyone. And Ramos knew it. The inning is over. The Giants strand 1. And we go to the 8th inning where the Giants lead the D-backs 5-3 of the Morgan & Morgan D-backs radio network.
Join the Arizona Diamondbacks for the 12th annual Diamondbacks Race Against Cancer presented by Dignity Health Cancer Institute. The 5K run or walk is downtown at Chase Field on Sunday, September 28th. Register now at dbacks.com/race.
Step up to the plate with Ride Now Power Sports and Polaris. Visit the Ride Now booth at a D-backs game and check out the 2025 Polaris XP 1000 Sport and learn how to receive $1,500 in accessories with select Polaris purchases.
Applies toward non-current accessories. Polaris off-road vehicles can be hazardous to operate and are not intended for on-road use. Driver must be at least 16 years old with a valid driver's license to operate. Always wear a helmet and be sure to take a safety training course. See dealer for details. T&Cs apply.
Now remember, honey, you just got your license, so expect the unexpected.
Stop, Dad. I know already. What could happen? We're only going 20 miles an hour. What just happened?
It's okay. We're not going to die. A rock just hit the windshield, but we do need to fix it.
Call New Vision Auto Glass today at 480-210-9090 and get a guaranteed minimum $100 cash back and a free dinner at Rodizio Grill. NewVisionAutoGlass.com.
New Vision Auto Glass. See clearly. Drive safely.
12 News is dedicated to the Arizona Diamondbacks, bringing you the Friday fun. Lead off with D-backs on deck to get you ready for the first pitch. Then, tune in to watch select Friday home games on 12 News. It's all followed by 12 News at 10 for the latest developments across the state. Stream D-backs on deck, then catch up on breaking news, weather, and exclusive content. All available anytime on 12 Plus. It's baseball season in Arizona. 12 News, the official broadcast home of your Arizona Diamondbacks.
D-back skipper Torey Lovello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
A defensive change for the Giants. Entering the game to play left field is Grant McCray. He replaces Elliot Ramos. And now on the mound for the second straight night, left-hander Joey Lucchese. Call to the bullpen, brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Best blend of new Ford is at Sanderson Ford. Perdomo leads off. Giants lead the D-backs 5-3. And the pitch, a called strike to Perdomo. McCray almost looks like he's playing no doubles defense in left. He's playing very deep. Everyone else is playing kind of normal depth. As the 0-1 pitch. Perdomo takes a second strike from Lucchese, 94, hard of the plate. And once again, Perdomo down to the count, 0-2, but don't count him out. He's reached base 3 times and scored a run, 2 walks and a single.
The last 2 at-bats he started 0-2, worked a walk, punched a single to right.
There's the line of the 0-2, and Perdomo takes a fastball high at 95 miles per hour. Left-hander ready. Wind to the 1-2 to Perdomo is off the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
A flinch there from Doug Eddings too. Almost rung him up.
It's a big at bat. D-backs, they really can't afford to have a 1-2-3 inning. Even if they don't get the 2 runs they need to try and get like 5-6 guys to the plate here against Lucchese. 2-2 pitch. Perdomo takes high, and the count is run full. We've seen so many full counts from the Diamondbacks tonight, and now 4 of them belong to Perdomo.
It's amazing teams don't learn. It's 3 straight fastballs out of the zone. He's not going to swing at any of those.
3-2 pitch. Swung on, a jam shot pop-up to second. An easy little catch. Oh, going to be made by Adames. Looks like Casey Schmidt was there. Adames either didn't hear him or didn't care. Now there's 1 out. Both seem to be no worse for the wear.
Could have been a big break if that ball falls. Easy pop out.
Here's Corbin Carroll. First pitch swings, rolls it over to the right side into the glove of Smith, who flips to Lucchese covering. And Carroll out on the first pitch he sees. 2 down.
Looked a lot like his first at-bat. He got a first pitch slider. Rolled into a double play. Didn't hit it hard either. Same thing here. First pitch breaking ball. Gets it off the end of the bat.
2 up, 2 down. Little mound visit now between pitcher and catcher as Blaze Alexander comes to the plate. D-backs trailing these Giants in the 8th inning 5-3. They really can ill afford to lose tonight's game. They really can't afford to lose another series the rest of the year, the D-backs. It's just the math is not really projecting kindly to this group with so few games to go. Alexander, first pitch. It bounces off the mound. Backhand effort. Knocked down by the second baseman, Schmidt. But it squirts out of the glove, and it's an infield single for Blaze Alexander.
2 hits his last 2 times up. And Schmidt comes up with that clean. He has a chance to make a play. But instead of fielding it, he just knocks it down on the slide. Had a tough time coming up with it underneath him.
So that'll bring the tying run to the plate now in Ildemaro Vargas. And Lucchese's first pitch is a fastball down the middle. On deck is Tim Tawa. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and grounded foul. Vargas behind here, 0-2. Giants 5, D-backs 3. Runner at first, 2 down. Lucchese is 0-2. His weekly hit in front of the plate. It is the pitcher, Lucchese, who picks it up, throws to first. Safe is the call. Smith came off the bag on the stretch. And will the Giants challenge here?
Well, it looked like it had some mud on it coming out of the soft dirt in front. And it looked like that throw might have gone down the line. So Smith definitely had to get off the bag.
Giants will challenge. Replay review brought to you by Planet Fitness. Get fit for less than $15 a month. You be the judge here.
He definitely had to come off the bag, but
I think he's out. Certainly looks like his foot came off the bag and got back on the bag before Vargas had gotten there.
For a first-place umpire, you see the foot come off. If it's a bang-bang getting back, it's so hard to tell what gets there first.
Here's a call. Runners out. The call's overturned. The inning is over. The D-backs don't score. We go to the bottom of the eighth. Giants 5. And the Diamondbacks 3 in the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 and monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Meet Barkley. When Barkley smells gas, he leaves fast. When Barkley hears hissing coming from a gas appliance, he leaves fast. When Barkley sees dirt or water shooting from the ground, he leaves fast. Barkley then calls 911 and Southwest Gas from a safe location.
Did that dog just grab a phone and dial 911?
Gas lines can be buried anywhere, so remember to call 911 and Southwest Gas.
Daniels Jewelers is the official sponsor of the trip around the diamond. Stop by any Daniels locations and say home run for your free team bracelet and $50 gift card toward any purchase of $99 or more. And at Daniels Jewelers, everyone is approved for credit. Daniels Jewelers, own the dream.
Dbacks Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Rafael Devers leads off for the Giants, and first pitch from John Curtis is on the edge for a strike. 0-1 the count. Bottom of the eighth inning, Giants lead the D-backs 5-3 in the second game of this 3-game series. Now the 0-1 pitch is outside. That'll even it at a ball and a strike. Devers so far tonight for the Giants is 0 for 2. A walk, a run scored, but then 2 strikeouts since. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Devers behind here, 1-2.
He's pitched him very carefully. Changeups have been his kryptonite. Well-located fastballs away as well.
1-2 pitch. High and outside, 2-2. It'll be Devers, Adames, and then Smith. Meanwhile, in the ninth, the D-backs will have Tawa, Del Castillo spot coming up in the lineup, and then McCann. Two now is low. Obviously, if you followed along with the trade deadline coverage, you know the Giants traded away Camilo Doval, hard-throwing unit of a right-hander to the Yankees. As the 3-2 is fought off foul. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID in the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
KMVP FM Phoenix.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
On the Arizona Sports app and on 98.7.
Payoff. Fouled away again. It is Ryan Walker who is going to try and close it down. Here comes the 3-2. And it's fouled back into the netting. Devers, got a middle of the plate fastball just where he likes it. And he spoiled it.
supposed to be an inside cutter and did do anything. But Devers doesn't get cheated. It doesn't matter the count. Almost every time he swings so hard, he almost falls over.
The payoff, swing and a miss, struck him out. Much better location with a fastball. And a good start to the bottom of the 8th.
If you're Curtis, you have to keep it right here. Keep it at a 2-run game. He's coming in. He's feeling it up to 96 with almost every pitch.
Willie Adames, a 3-run homer earlier in the night. He takes outside from Curtis for ball 1. Curtis ready, the 1-0 pitch. And Adames tried to check his swing, but could not on appeal down to first base. Kind of an awkward-looking check swing. Went tumbling backwards afterwards.
A limbo check swing there as he was bent over backwards.
1-1 pitch. Reached for and fouled. And Adames behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
He's having an unbelievable year. I've turned it around for a guy who will swing a pitch 6 inches off the inside and outside part of the plate.
One, 2 in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch. Fought off foul by Adames. Again in the 9th inning, D-backs will be down to their final 3 outs in search of 2 runs. Now they're going to start with Tim Tawa, Adrian Del Castillo, and James McCann. This one swung on, hit towards the gap in right center field. High in the air though. And enough time for Garrell to get underneath it and make the catch.
You had mentioned when they pinch hit for Del Castillo, Thomas and McCarthy, the 2 lefties still on the bench. It's going to be a right-hander trying to close it out in Ryan Walker.
Two outs, bases empty for Dom Smith. And that one is a called strike. Now he swings, hits a towering pop-up into left center. It is Tawa moving over. He will make the one-handed catch. And that will do for the Giants. 1-2-3-8 turned in by Curtis. Last chance for Arizona. 2 to tie it up, 3 to take the lead against Ryan Walker when we come back on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Steve's wife signed him up for a 5K at Eldorado Park. So he's dusting off his running shoes and strengthening his stride at Planet Fitness. Now he's back to running like a gazelle.
4 down, 1 to go.
Finish strong, Steve. Finish strong. Join Planet Fitness today. Just $1 down, $15 a month. Over 40 locations around Phoenix. Deal ends September 12th. Planet Fitness. Whatever you're getting strong for. See Home Club for terms and conditions.
It's been several years now since I first came in contact with DISC, Desert Institute for Spine Care. My problem turned out to be a herniated disc. Hi, Greg Schulte. I put my trust in the doctors at DISC, and that pain I had disappeared. Here I was thinking I might have to live with that pain, maybe for the rest of my life. Not the case. If you're suffering from back or neck pain, give DISC a chance. You won't regret it. Visit sciatica.com or text SPINE to 620-620.
Message and data rates may apply.
If you love ice cream like we love ice cream, you gotta love Cold Stone Creamery. We make our rich, super premium ice cream fresh in every store to create the ultimate ice cream experience. Indulge in our signature creations, cakes, cupcakes, cookies, and shakes, all made with our signature ice cream. The flavors that won the hearts and taste buds of ice cream lovers around the world. Order yours online at coldstonecreamery.com. The ultimate ice cream experience.
12 News is dedicated to the Diamondbacks. Tune in free over the air to watch select Friday home games, followed by 12 News at 10. And for complete coverage, stream D-Backs on Deck, available anytime on 12 Plus.
D-Backs D-Backs skipper Torey Lovello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 in the Arizona Sports app.
Call to the bullpen brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Best plan in new Ford is at Sanderson Ford. Ryan Walker takes over on for the. A right-handed sidearmer's first pitch is 90 on the end for a strike. Jake McCarthy. Giants lead 5-3. 0-1 the count on McCarthy as this 0-1 pitch is outside. This year, Walker 5-5 with a 3.93 ERA, 61st appearance, 55 strikeouts, 14 walks. As this look out, that is fat. Well, nearly went pinballing in the Diamondback dugout. It's 1-2.
They hit the padding right in front of his hitting coach, Joe Mather.
Here's the 1-2. Swung on, fought off into shallow left field. That is going to get down for a leadoff base hit. McCarthy will slam the brakes at first. Now that brings the tying run to the plate and Adrian Del Castillo.
There's the bloop. Get a blast here. Chapman playing about halfway on the dirt just to take away McCarthy's speed. Had no chance to get that ball over his head.
Well, one swing of the bat, the D-backs right back in this thing. Walker ready. And his pitch to Del Castillo is rolled softly foul. Only 3 homers allowed this year. Walker has blown 6 saves this season. Blew only 4 saves last year. That pitch to Del Castillo high and off the outside corner. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Walker ready. The 1-1 pitch is a late strike call. And it's now 1-2. Good pitch from Walker. Del Castillo does not run well. 1-2. Inside, nearly hit him. Off speed pitch. Pretty much a sinker-slider combination for Walker. Quickly set is 2-2. Inside, tried to front door that sinker, and it's now a full count. Bailey sets up inside, 3-2. Check swing, did he go? No, he didn't on appeal. That's a walk. And now the tying runs are on base. Yeah, the Diamondbacks, they're going to call back James McCann, and they're going to bring in Connor Kaiser. And this screams of a sacrifice bunt.
It has to be. And now dating back to his outing on Saturday and a blown save, he didn't record an out there. He's given up 4 hits, a walk, and a hit batter without getting an out in his last 2 outings.
Well, the D-backs are going to try and give up an out here to put the tying runs in scoring position. He squares and pops up the bunt in the air. It drops down softly, and Smith goes to third for the force out. McCarthy is out, and the D-backs give an out away and find themselves in the same exact position. Runners at first and second.
It's good base running by McCarthy. You see that ball up. You can't afford to get doubled off. And that hesitation, there's just no chance. There's a heads-up play by Dom Smith.
If McCarthy just guesses and he guesses wrong, that's the easiest double play the Giants will turn. Now we have Alec Thomas, who's going to pinch hit for Jorge Barroso. The big concern here is that Thomas frequently rolls the ball over to second. First pitch from Walker is going to have to wait as he will step off. You need Thomas to basically catch one of these sinkers out in front. He's got to beat it to the spot. Here's the first one. Thomas takes a breaking ball, missed outside. That's kind of the miss with Walker so far tonight. Diamondback hitter. I know it's not a huge sample size, but you might need to take a couple of off-speed pitches for strikes and hunt sinkers only, as that sinker at 97 is in there for a called strike.
All right, this at-bat calls for Thomas to stay on that ball sinking away from him. Hit it at the shortstop. There's a big hole over there.
Walker's 1-1 pitch. Swung on and foul. That was right down the middle. And he was late. Giants 5, D-backs 3, 9th inning for the D-backs. Runners at first and second. Go ahead run at the plate. One out, the 1-2 pitch is popped up. Shortstop Adames drifting out into the shallow left field grass. The infield fly rule is in effect. The catch is made. And just like that, the D-backs are down to their final out.
2 outs, but the right guy coming up in Marte. Walker really has to pitch him carefully. He left a lot of those pitches right in the middle of the zone there to Thomas.
Catella's 0 for 4. And the first pitch right down the chute for a called strike. The 0-1. Swung on and grounded right to the second baseman, Schmidt. He'll throw to first in time. The Giants win the series by taking this one by a final score of 5-3. The D-backs could not execute down the stretch, and the Giants will go into the afternoon finale trying to sweep the Diamondbacks and really plunge a dagger into the hearts of the Diamondbacks' postseason dreams. Again, the Giants win it by a final score of 5-3, and Coley and I will wrap it up after this on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs radio network.
The D-backs take on the Philadelphia Phillies for a 3-game weekend series starting September 19th. Secure your tickets now at dbacks.com.
Baseball fans, time to change it up. The spotlight's on live shows. Talking Stick Resort is your go-to spot for legendary entertainment. Feel the country vibes with Winona Judd and Leanne Rimes. Laugh out loud with Steve Trevino and Matt Matthews. And rock out with ZZ Top. Don't miss out. Talking Stick Resort, where the real game changer is the show. Grab your tickets now at TalkingStickResort.com.
Life moves fast. It's fierce, persistent, determined. At City of Hope Cancer Center, we are too. Our groundbreaking research and discoveries have impacted millions of lives globally, moving science forward with the hope, passion, and speed every diagnosis deserves for a cancer-free future. City of Hope Phoenix, pursuing cancer cures at the speed of life.
Avnet is your hometown partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks. We are a global technology distributor and solutions provider headquartered right here in the Valley. We help businesses all over the world source the right technology components and manage the logistics to get their products to market. The components we distribute are likely in the products you use and depend on every day, from your car to your household appliances. Avnet, delivering what's next in technology distribution. Visit avnet.com to learn more.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Well, Coley, a tough one for the Diamondbacks as they come up short here by a final score of 5-3. And you really look at the bookends of this game. The first inning for the Diamondbacks, the 9th inning as well. And they could not get off to that clean start. And even despite that, at the very end, you get the first 2 guys with nobody on base, and you can't scratch out any runs beyond that.
Against a guy with coming off a shaky outing, and he gave you an opportunity to get right back in the game. And again, execution, that's what this team needs to do. They can't afford mistakes. Did not execute to get a run in the 6th when they had 2nd and 3rd and just 1 out. Did not execute 1st and 2nd, nobody out in the 9th. And a 2-run game, all those runs matter.
Launch of the game inspired by Honeywell. Honeywell, the future is what we make it. That belonged to Willie Adames, that 3-run homer, which came after back-to-back walks to begin the bottom of the first inning. You thought it might have been a blowout, similar to what we saw last night late in the ballgame. But look, give a lot of credit to Zach Gallen. It might not be a line that he was particularly looking for, but not all stat lines are the same. And for him to finish with 5 runs allowed in 6 2/3 innings pitched, with only 3 strikeouts, I actually thought it was a really gutted out performance and gave the D-backs a great chance to come back and win.
Just 2 hits, the 2 swings, the long ball's the difference. That seems to be the Giants' game the last couple of days. The long ball's really plaguing the D-backs, and they're just unfortunate that first leadoff walk on a ball that's clearly a strikeout, and then back-to-back walks and a home run to start the game. Not how he wanted, but after that settled in and certainly gave the team a chance to win, and the team had chances to score runs, just couldn't execute when they needed to in those situations.
A huge call at the 9th inning after getting those first 2 guys on base. You go to your bench to bring in someone to drop a bunt down. Kaiser was the guy called into action, and a couple things went against the Diamondbacks on this particular play. First of all, you need to bunt that ball to third base. You force the third baseman to field it. His only play usually is over to first base. The second thing, you can't put that ball in the air because it caused McCarthy to freeze, and Dominic Smith kept his cool with that throw to third base to get the lead runner, and that wound up being our cool play of the game, brought to you by Chaz Roberts.
Anytime they do infield, the first baseman works on fielding the ball, throwing it to third base, because it's exactly that situation. And McCarthy read it perfectly. He saw that ball up over the pitcher's head,